Hello? Hello?
Hi, hello. How's it going?
Good, what's going on?
All right. So do I actually get the $200?
If you prove Christianity the Trinity illogical, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna just go for the broad of Christianity. I'm not gonna focus too hard on the Trinity, although we can get into that later if you want. But on the basis of it being illogical, do you agree that the Bible is the infallible word? Like it's infallible. It was like divinely given by God.
Yeah, so we believe in its theology. Yeah, we believe it's infallible, but we'd also acknowledge that there are things like copyist errors. So the divine revelation was infallible, but we acknowledge that humans could make copyist errors, such as like an age, right? Someone being from age 22 to 42, right? But there's no theological issues in it or anything like that. So
Okay, so if that's the case, then why are there two main versions of the Bible out today? You have the Catholic Bible, the Protestant Bible. The Catholic Bible has additional books in there that the Protestants do not adhere to.
yeah, so the difference is going to be, for example, in the Protestant Bible, they would have not had as many because they would have taken out what's called the Deuterocanon. Deuterocanon is included in the Catholic and Orthodox Bible. In the Protestant Bible, they decided not to include that in their Bible.
So how is the word infallible if we can decide to take certain books out that we don't agree with anymore?
I don't think we can. I'm not a Protestant, so I don't agree with that.
So what are you?
I'm Orthodox.
Are you Christian? Oh, you're Orthodox?
Yeah.
Which, refresh me, does that mean you're Protestant, but you adhere to like kind of the Catholic?
Nah, Eastern Orthodox.
Eastern Orthodox or?
Nah, Eastern Orthodox is closer to Catholic than it is to Protestantism.
So what's your viewpoint then on Christianity, I guess?
That I believe we should believe what the early church believed, what the earliest Christians believed.
Oh, you're like a Gnostic.
No, that's not. No, the earliest Christians weren't Gnostics.
No, like the Gnostic Christians.
No, heck no.
That's what you're talking about. Okay.
The Orthodox mean the original Christians, like Paul, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John.
So like right with Jesus, like the first like Peter, Paul, John.
And the people right after them too, Ignatius, Irenaeus, etc.
I see. So which version of the Bible do you adhere to then?
The Orthodox.
Which version are you?
The Orthodox Bible.
And that does not include the books that the Catholic Bible.
It does. It does. It includes the Deuterocanon. Yeah.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
So would you then say that like the Protestant Bible is not infallible since they removed these books?
I wouldn't say like the books that are in there are infallible, but I would just say they should have more books in there.
Yeah. Okay. So so I guess when you say Christianity, do you just mean like the actual like Jesus raising from the dead?
Just the biblical teachings of Christianity, the traditions that taught from the Christianity.
What about the like inconsistencies within the text, like how God changes his statements, change his, like in the Old Testament, it was thou shalt not murder, thou shalt not, sleep with and that's somebody who's not your spouse.
That's still what it is in the New Testament.
Well, no, it switches from that to you don't even think about it. Now thinking about it is a sin.
Yeah,
it switches from the action to the thought.
Yeah, I mean it's not really an issue. We both agree. Even in the Old Testament, God said not to even think about doing these things because it would lead to doing something bad. So it's not a change.
But the Ten Commandments, as a rule, is thou shalt not kill, right? Like you should don't kill somebody. It was very plain. And then Jesus comes in and says, I say don't even think about that. So he ups it.
Yeah, how's that a change?
Yeah, I mean, God changed.
How is that? How? Wait, in what way did God change?
He made the requirements more strict.
Yeah, why is that a change? Making something more strict. How does that actually change something? How does that actually change something within God?
I mean, he changed his ruling, he changed his commandments, he changed how he told us to live our lives.
That's how is that a change in God?
What do you mean he changed? I mean, he changed his mind.
No,
he changed
bruh.
his opinion on what he should tell
Bruh,
us.
if my children, if when my children are 10, I give them a curfew of 7 p.m. But then when they get to 16, I give them a curfew of 10 p.m. That doesn't mean I didn't change at all. It's just it's a change in them growing up.
I know, but we're talking about like the Israelites versus the like people right after when Jesus was alive, which wasn't it's only a few thousand years.
That's a long time.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like why do these rules apply back then but not now? Because like I guess the point I'm trying to make, right, is that in the going off the Old Testament, the original 10 Commandments, it's like thou shalt not. Well, actually, let me just pull it up. So I'm not. But I'm pretty sure it says like do not kill, do not commit adultery. That's what it is. You shall not commit adultery, right?
Amen.
Jesus says, I say to you, don't even think about committing adultery.
You think the Old Testament God was okay with allowing people to think about doing evil?
I mean, he ordained the Jews to do a lot of evil to claim land.
What did they do that was evil that he ordained?
Going into the Philistines and the Palestinians' land originally.
Like what? Can you show me the verse?
The whole story where he says every man in the village needs to get circumcised.
Yeah, can you show? Yeah,
in the club guys, and then while they're all recovering from the surgery, they sweep in and kill them all.
Yeah, can you show me the verse where he actually did something that was like ordaining evil?
I can pull it up. Okay. I can find it real quick. I don't have to get to the specific verse for a second here. But like back to my point on just like can you not say that like God he did change his decree at least, right? He changed what the rules were.
No, he didn't. Nothing about him changed.
So if I tell you, like that's why we don't have it to be a crime to think about things. Is like thought crime. Because then you can't. Like that is a change.
But it's not a change in you, bro.
You cannot steal a car.
Bro, that's a change in the law, not in a change in you. Nothing about you changed.
But wouldn't his thinking on the matter change?
No, because he always knew the law was going to change.
So he always knew that he was going to change it.
He always knew the law was going to change. Nothing about him changed.
All right, sorry, I'm pulling up this verse. Okay. I can't find it. I'm gonna keep looking.
Yeah, if you want, just find it, and then I'm gonna let up next guest. Just find it, and then come back and let me know when you find it.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Yo, is my audio muffled? So I'm using my my mic on my YouTube, so it's not gonna be my good mic. But y'all saying my audio is muffled on my? I'm just using my regular iPhone audio. Bro, what the heck? I'm literally just using my regular iPhone audio. That's so weird. Why? Why is it like that? It's muffled when the guest is on. Is it still muffled now? Or I don't know. I'm gonna try again. Y'all just if it's too bad, y'all just let me know in the comments, and I'll put on a different mic, or I'll take off my YouTube mic or something. Hello? Hello? Yeah, can you turn off the music? Okay, bro. I don't what's going on, bro. The frick is going on? If y'all in here, make sure y'all double tapping that screen. Curse you live. I'm saying, what the freak? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
None. What you did to the last guy was rude, bro. What you mean, man?
I couldn't hear him because he was having music in the background. What are you talking about? How's that rude?
Bro, you know that wasn't music. You know that.
But it doesn't matter. It was a lyrical. It was lyrical things in the background to where I could not hear him. How is that rude to bring someone down because I can't hear them?
Bro, that was the Adan, and he was like, "What the hell? What's going on? That's music, bro. That's rude. You can't be doing that. You gotta respect other religion, bro."
Yeah, I don't gotta respect nothing, bro. You got an argument?
That's what I was just trying to tell you, bro. Just gotta be respectful.
Don't care, bro. How the frick? Just because y'all label it as something different than music doesn't mean it's not music, bro. Like what? Y'all say I'm gonna make something that has lyrics and it has a melody in the background, but I'm not gonna call it music though, so it's not a sin. But then y'all want me to like also not call it music, like, bruh, this is literally music. What the frick? Hello? Yeah, what's going on?
Well, I don't get it, bro. Are you a Christian or no?
Yes.
Nigger. Nigger.
Children on this app, man. Hello?
Oh, hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
So what's this live about?
The topic up here?
So I get $200 if I prove the Trinity and Christianity is illogical.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's start off with how can Jesus be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit at the same time?
We don't believe that he is the Father.
What do you believe?
We believe that there's three distinct persons that have one essence.
Well, so you believe there's one God or there's three gods?
There's one God that is three persons.
So there's one God who's three gods.
No, there's one God who's three persons.
So can them persons communicate with each other?
Yes.
But why wouldn't they so they're just talking to themselves?
No, they're not themselves. They're distinct persons, bro.
But what?
They're distinct persons. The Father, Son, Holy Spirit are not the same person.
God, so when Jesus was fasting for 40 days and he was getting tempted by the devil and he asked God, then, so you're saying that Jesus can...
He asked God what?
Forget that. So you're saying that God can be...
Wait, what did he ask God?
Nah, you didn't, that was forget that.
Yeah,
so
you realize
God
he didn't.
Tempted by the devil.
Bro, anyone can outwardly tempt God. God just cannot feel inwardly tempted.
But it says that Jesus felt tempted by God. By the devil.
It didn't say he felt tempted. No, it didn't.
It is.
Show me the verse where it said he felt tempted. Show me the verse.
I'll show you now.
What?
I'll show you now.
Okay, he'll show us now, guys. Let's see. If y'all ain't here, double tap that screen. Muslims, come let me know either why y'all religion is true or why Christianity is false. Let me know either or. Either or is fine. Lying that you're next to me. He left, bro. I was literally just about to move on to the next guest, and he already left, bro. Like, y'all so soft. Y'all so soft. Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What's going on?
Doing well. I'm here to prove Christianity illogical.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, it just comes back to Cantor's theorem, which indicates that the power set of a set necessarily has more elements than the set itself. That means that a set of all true propositions is not possible, which means that omniscience isn't possible because that would have a knowledge set equivalent to the set of all true propositions.
Great. I don't think God has
Therefore,
propositional knowledge.
God is not possible. Therefore, Christianity is not true.
Great. I don't think God has propositional knowledge.
Oh, so what kind of knowledge does God have?
Yeah, knowledge through his essence, or what's called his logos.
So what type of knowledge does God have?
Yeah, it's God. It's knowledge through his essence.
Does God know that 2 + 2 = 4?
He knows that through his essence, not through propositions, created
Gotcha.
propositions.
And is 2 + 2 = 4 a proposition?
I said he doesn't know that through the proposition,
Is 2
through his
+ 2
essence.
= 4 a proposition?
You're making the proposition, yes. As I just said, he doesn't know it through
So-
the proposition. He knows it
Cool.
through his essence.
Okay, so premise 1, God knows that 2 + 2 = 4. Premise 2, 2 + 2 = 4 is a proposition. Conclusion, God knows a proposition.
Is 2 + 2 = 4? Can it be anything other than a proposition? Can you have knowledge of it merely by the proposition or by other ways?
2 + 2 = 4 is a proposition necessarily.
Can
by
you know?
definition,
Can
a
you
proposition.
know that thing without knowing the proposition itself?
No.
Can I know that 2 phone cases next to each other without equals 4 phone cases without knowing the proposition itself of 2 + 2 = 4?
Yeah, because you would still know the sense of the proposition.
No, but do I have to actually know the proposition itself for that?
What it means to know the proposition is to know the sense of the proposition, and you would still know
Not
the sense of the
necessary.
proposition,
You
so
would have to
yes.
prove that. You would have to prove that me knowing that 2 + 2 on a table, 2 things, and then adding another 2 things = 4, make it so that there is a proposition there.
Yeah, so I take a proposition to just be any declarative fact about the world. 2 + 2 = 4 is a declarative fact about the world. So if you know that 2 + 2 = 4, then you know a proposition.
Yeah, but the declarative, you would have to actually declare the fact itself, right? Can you know it without having to actually know the
No.
declarative?
A thing can be declarative without you specifically having to declare it.
Okay, so how would you know it's declarative?
You don't need to know that it's declarative. All it needs is the essence of
If you
being
don't know
declarative.
it's declarative, then how exactly is it even? How do you have that knowledge of the proposition?
So kids don't know what a proposition even is, but they still know that 2 + 2 = 4. Therefore, we can conclude that in order to know a proposition, you don't need to know that the proposition is declarative.
Yeah, so define
You know what a
proposition.
is.
Yeah, it does just define proposition, because I know proposition is going to be like a certain
proposition
statement
is
about a
just
fact.
going
Yeah.
to be, something that has a truth value.
You think a proposition is something that has a truth value?
Yep.
So it doesn't have to be a statement.
I mean, typically it's going to be a statement, but yeah,
Okay.
it's just something with a truth value.
Okay, so it's going to be something as a statement. That's what the definition of proposition is. It's going to be something that is some sort of statement.
Did statement appear in my definition?
Okay, can you provide me where you're getting this definition of proposition from? Because I reject it.
Definitions are... Wait, do you think definitions are propositional?
That definitions are propositional if they have truth, yeah.
Oh, wait, so then why do we have multiple languages if words have objective meanings?
Propositions aren't necessarily objective. What do you mean? There can be subjective propositions. You didn't know that?
Sorry, wait, so which language is the true language?
I didn't say there was. I said propositions can be subjective.
You're saying that definitions are propositional, so that the implication of this is that certain words have objective definitions.
No, I'm
that
saying they can
are
have
either true or
subjective
false,
ones.
That if a definition can be true or false, I'm just wondering, like, which set of words is like the true set of words?
I said they would have subjective meaning. Again, I said they have subjective meaning.
Oh, cool. So if we agree that meaning is subjective and that all words are used for is conveying one's meaning,
is conveying the truth value, but the words themselves, the propositions themselves, are created things describing them.
They can't be true or
So
false.
yeah, so again, so can you show me the definition where it's saying that it's not merely the definition you're using a proposition? Where you're getting this definition
I'm
from?
explaining to you.
Or did you just make it up?
That I'm using when I say the term is.
Okay, did you just I reject the definition, so now what?
You can't reject a definition, they're not propositional.
What?
Definitions aren't propositional. Pick up
So you can't you can't reject definitions.
They're not propositional. They're not.
So you can't are you saying you cannot reject a definition?
All a definition is like just what you mean.
Yeah, I reject that.
Oh, cool. Wait,
But it's not propositional though, so it doesn't matter. So you can't reject what I just rejected.
What do you think a definition to be then?
Wait, it doesn't matter because even if I reject it, then it's a proposition. So you can't reject a proposition anyways. Yeah, can you reject propositions or not also non-propositions?
You can't reject something that's non-propositional.
Okay, and what is a proposition?
A proposition is
It's what?
something that has a truth value.
Okay. Do you think that when you say that a proposition is X, that is a truth?
Proposition. It depends what we mean by X.
Yes. When you're giving what you mean by a proposition, is that a true thing?
Are you asking like, is it true that you're giving it, or is like the statement?
No, is what you're saying about the definition that I asked you true?
What I'm saying about the so the propositions that I've made about definitions themselves, that's all true. Yeah.
No, about the specific one I said, what is a proposition? You answered what the proposition was. Does that have truth value? Does that have truth value?
It's not propositional.
Does it have truth value?
No, it's a category error.
Oh, so if it doesn't have truth value, then why do I have to take it if it's not true?
Because that's just what I mean when I use the terms.
Yeah, but it's not even true though.
Because we can just like substitute it in the definition that I'm using for the term itself.
Yeah, but it's not true. But it's not true though.
Like perfectly good, right? So if you'd prefer, we can say that.
But wait, but it's not. But wait, but it's not true though.
The set of all the things that are true is not possible to be formed.
Wait, why would I take something that's not true though?
Sorry, what part of what I just said is not true?
Yeah, but when you just said that when you say propositions are X, you admitted that's not true.
Wait, I'm sorry. Where does that appear in like? Wait, can you actually repeat back to me what the statement I just said was, or were you not listening?
I was actually saying to you something, and you're just ignoring it.
Oh, gotcha. So you have no idea.
So yeah, so because you're actually ignoring the statement for some reason.
So you're not.
So this is like how a conversation works. When I say something, you don't go into a new topic. You actually say something back, right? Yeah. So what did I say, and how did you respond to that?
What did you say just now? Well, what you were just asking me right now was why should you accept it if it's.
And what did you respond to it?
My response to this was to ask you if you were paying attention.
A question isn't an answer. A question isn't an answer.
I am paying attention, which is why I was able to repeat back.
Yeah, a question isn't an answer though. Can you actually give me an answer?
Do you want the answer to? I mean, that just doesn't appear. This doesn't apply at all to my argument.
Yeah, I want to know why I should accept something that has no truth value. I want to know why I should accept. Yeah, I want to know why I should accept something that has no truth value.
Why should you accept something that has no truth value? Because that's just what I mean when I use the term.
But that's not. I get that's what you mean. Fine, that's what you mean. Fantastic. That's what fantastic. No, fantastic. That's what you mean. I get that. I'm asking you, why should I accept the meaning that has no truth value, though?
Yeah. So either you're not interested in understanding the argument, or you are interested in understanding.
Yeah. If the argument is based off of things that aren't true, then no.
Then you need to accept the definition that I'm putting forward.
Wait, why do I need to wait? Why do I need to? Okay, but when you say what you mean, is that true?
It's not propositional.
Is it true?
That's what I mean.
No, is that statement though? Is the actual propositions are X? Is that true?
It's what I mean when I use the term.
Great, that's what you mean. But is the meaning true?
It's not propositional.
Is the meaning true?
Propositions.
But is the meaning of it true?
It's definitions are not propositions.
Is the meaning true though?
Wait, okay. If you think definitions are propositions, I got a quick question for you.
No, wait. I'm asking. Is the meaning true? Why aren't you answering? Is the meaning? I don't know why you're not answering, bro. Is the meaning true?
Maybe I can just help you.
No, I just want you to actually answer the question. I just want you to actually answer the question. I just want you to answer the question. Is the meaning true? Yeah, is the meaning true?
Meanings aren't true or false. They just are what you mean.
Oh, meanings aren't true or false.
It's true that you mean a thing.
Oh, wait. So actual meanings of something. Wait, does 2 + 2 = 4? Right? Is that a meaning of what 2 + 2 equals?
No, it's a proposition.
Is it a meaning though of what 2 + 2 equals? So 2 + 2 = 4. The 4 isn't the meaning of what 2 + 2 is.
Wait, so how are you using the term meaning there? Because it seems like you've switched to a different sense.
Oh, let's look up the very definition of meaning. Apparently, we have to look up the definition of meaning.
Yeah, because it seems like you're switching to a different sense of the term meaning.
Yes. Let's see. What is meant by a word, text, concept, or action? So is what is meant by 2 + 2 is that it equals 4?
What is meant?
Yes. The meaning.
Typically to mean something, you need to have a mind. 2 + 2 doesn't have a mind, so I'm not sure that 2
What? No. What the person with the mind?
But like,
oh gosh.
2 + 2 is equivalent to 4.
Bro, with the person with the mind.
2 + 2 are equivalent to 4.
Oh,
but the term meaning is specifically going to come back to some sort of mind. The only stuff that means things are minds that are trying to communicate.
Yes. Does 2 + 2 when you are? Do you mean that 2 + 2 = 4? Is that what you mean?
The words 2 + 2 don't have a mind.
No. Do you mean 2 + 2 = 4?
When I say 2 + 2 = 4, yes, I do mean that 2 + 2.
Oh, and is that meaning true?
Meanings are non-propositional.
Oh, so 2 + 2. So the meaning of 2 + 2 = 4 isn't even true.
2 + 2 doesn't have a meaning. It's a set of words.
Okay, is when you mean 2 + 2 = 4, is that true or is it false?
When I mean 2 + 2 = 4, is it meanings aren't propositional?
Okay, so then you can't say the meaning of 2 + 2 = 4. It's true.
The meaning so when I say the proposition 2 + 2 = 4, what I mean is that there's like these mathematical entities that add up to this other mathematical entity. That's my meaning.
And is that meaning true?
That is my meaning, but my meaning itself is non-propositional.
But is that meaning itself true that 2 + 2 = 4?
Meaning is not propositional. This is like
Oh my gosh.
basics.
Philosophy basics. Okay, you keep saying that, but you're not actually giving me any definition.
Could you want the names of philosophers who would agree with
Oh
that?
yeah, no, give me the name. Wait, no. Give me the names. Give me the names of the philosophers. Give me the names of the philosophers. Give me, oh my god, see how you want to answer. Give me the name of the philosophers. He doesn't stop talking. Holy crap. We can't actually have a dialogue. So I don't know how we're gonna have a dialogue if he literally will not stop yapping. As I was going to say, by the way, why is Orthodox a Muslim in the chat, but he literally will not come up and debate me on the Trinity, on whether or not it's philosophically logical? That's kind of embarrassing of him, not gonna lie. Yeah, so this is crazy. So we don't know whether or not a meaning is true. 2 + 2 = 4 meaning is true, right? Second thing, I was asking him, what did he say? Let's see. Meanings have truth. Yes, meanings have truth value. If you would care to debate it, please come up, Orthodox Muslim. But I know you won't, because you're scared of me, Orthodox Muslim. It's okay. Meanings have truth value. But it's okay. Sit in the comments like a good boy, Orthodox Muslim. Mr. Jesus is Yahweh in a sense. You're getting I get you're mad because you're getting takfired by your own Muslim, so it's okay. But yeah. So when I literally asked him, do truth or what is the definition of propositions, he couldn't give me any. He literally made it up. He made it up. Hello? 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 Okay. I don't know what's going on with their internet. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's good, man?
What's up? What you got?
Yeah, let me tell you. So I just came up on here to really just like rap. 10% hustle, 90% luck.
I'm gonna, let's see here. Okay, hopefully YouTube can still hear me now. I'm gonna, let's see, settings, audio. Hopefully just coming through my MacBook now. Should be all right. All right, let's go ahead. Hello? Like, it's so crazy to me, bro. It's so crazy. Oh, I forgot. Y'all won't be able to hear this. Hold on. Let me make sure that they can hear this. Uh-huh. One sec. Hold on. Okay, test. Okay, can you hear? Okay, go ahead. You can keep talking while I'm figuring this out. You keep talking and tell them why that was slow while I figure this out real fast.
Then is what you're expressing a state that ontically exists? That's what you should ask them.
It's crazy, bro. I literally don't get it. I'm telling you. I don't get how to freak. You don't know that 2 + 2, the meaning of 2 + 2 = 4. That's not true. That's crazy.
Well, no, you need to listen, man.
And I still find it embarrassing that Orthodox Muslim is still in the chat, but he still is scared to debate me. And every time I've tried to debate him, he continues to say, "Oh, I need time to study."
Wait, I'll host it. I'll moderate.
He won't do it. He won't debate me on the philosophy of the Trinity.
I'll tell you to shut the hell up anytime.
He won't do it, but it's okay. I just found it funny because I think
to be fair. I promise to be fair.
I just found it funny because I just see him in the chat.
You can also
Don't let me drop the screenshots of our chat. Wait, I'll show him for you. Let's go to him. I'll show him for you. Wait, let's go up to it, guys. Let's go up to it, guys. Here they are. He said, it literally looks like you are running. It's okay, man. Let me know when you're ready to have the debate. Just give me a heads up. We'll sort it out then. I'm ready to have both debates. It sounds like you're scared of philosophy. First debate we'll do, is it coherent based on philosophy and logic? The second debate we'll do, is it coherent on the Bible? If I'm scared, I wouldn't offer both debate topics. You are afraid to run them one alone. So I literally told him I would do both debate topics. I would do both debate topics. What does he say? Just a laughing face. That's it. Scroll up. Okay, great. Let's continue to scroll up. Let's continue to scroll up. Like that's going to help him out.
Listen, man, I'm just trying to clarify. I'm willing to host this. We could set it up for like an hour from now.
Okay, let's scroll up a couple more. This is still basically the same screenshot. Let's see. Here we go. If it is about the Trinity, can't really read that. It doesn't invoke scriptural arguments. It's quite literally another debate, which again, I'm fine with having in a two-part debate. Are you comfortable having the first debate about the logic of the Trinity, or are you not ready for that? Dude, the topic is the Trinity coherent, meaning all three tenets of the Trinity can be true without resulting in a contradiction? Reference to the Father, scripture come up as a test as a part of its coherence. If you go to scripture in the church fathers, we are just debating interpretation and logicality. To make it clear, I'd like to debate whether or not you can prove to be logically incoherent via adduction. And then if you like, we can do a separate debate using induction. Oh, so I told him we can do both a deduction and an inductive debate. And for some reason, he's scared. He won't do it. What's new, guys? What's new? Muslims scared. What's new, guys? The Muslims are always scared. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. Chat, it's okay. Listen, I'd be scared too if I was getting takfired by my own Muslims, by my own religion. By my own religion. Go worry about your own religion, because y'all having problems over there on Orthodox TikTok. Y'all having problems on a Muslim TikTok. Y'all having problems on Muslim TikTok. Boy, don't even know if you can call Allah. Y'all have to get sheikhs to come up on Muslim TikTok because y'all don't know what the frick y'all talking about. But you want to debate me? Oh, wait, never mind. No, he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. Bring Ian up. I don't know. Is the meaning of that statement true? I don't know.
No, man. Well,
I got to figure out, is the meaning of that statement true first?
I like to talk about true things, not just what people mean. Like, at least Liviano believes that what he means is true. You got to give him credit for that, right?
I don't know. He was agreeing with Ian that...
Think about it, right? Liviano means that it is true that, in a sense, Jesus is Yahweh, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and what is the meaning of that? He means that... True. Yeah, he means, right, that Jesus is a lower Yahweh. Is that true? Apparently not, according to him. Apparently not.
Wait. Maybe it's just what he means.
By the way, where did he go? Where the Orthodox Muslim? I don't see him commenting no more after he said show the screenshots, and I showed them. And I literally showed in the screenshots that I would do both debates. Where you at, Libiano? Don't run. I'm down on the spot right now, Libiano. I'm down on the spot right now, Libiano. We can do both debates on the spot right now. We can do it based on scripture and church fathers. Or we can do it on logic.
What do you want the first proposition to be? Ideally.
What do you mean? For the debate?
For the debate.
Whether or not the Trinity is philosophically and logically coherent.
Oh, okay. And that's the one you want. What's the one he wants?
Oh, and then he wants, I think he wants to do patristics and Bible, like multiple stuff, I guess.
All right.
I don't know. But he won't do it though, so like don't even waste your time. He literally won't do it.
I'm gonna hop down. If you need a mod, or if you guys are gonna do it, just message me on Discord.
All right. I got you.
God bless.
God bless. I've read more philosophy than you've ever read, he says to @ZZ. Yeah, I ran from you. Is the meaning of that statement true? We don't even know. We don't even know if the meaning of that statement is true. That's crazy. He's literally running right now. I know. Check story. So the Orthodox Muslim goes and posts something on his story instead of coming up and debating me. This is like top tier being scared, bro. This is top tier being scared. This is top tier. He like a woman, bruh. I'm gonna go post something on my story instead of actually throwing the dukes with you, bruh.
Bruh, the craziest thing I ever seen, a grown man that gets his beard tweezed is in another grown man's comments instead of throwing the squabbles like an adult.
I said I would debate him on both right now.
On the spot, he's calling on right now, and you twiddling your thumbs in the comments talking about check my story like a little hoe.
Bruh said, I'm gonna go post on my story instead of actually going up and debate them, bruh. I don't know how much more clear it gets that he's scared, bruh. I don't.
Check my story. Instead of throwing the hands right here and now, you talking about go check your story
In front of 250 people.
Hey, yo.
How are you gonna convince them people in your story that I'm scared when I'm on live in front of 250 people saying come up right now and let's debate?
Bro, low libido is crazy. Like, what is going on?
This is embarrassing.
I ain't never seen that. A whole grown man with a tweezed beard not coming up when somebody's calling him out right then and there on both topics that he wants to do. That's insane.
Listen, bro. Listen.
I'll be embarrassed. And he charging folks. He got a whole Patreon out.
Oh
hey,
my
I'll
God,
be embarrassed. That was my little champion or whatever.
He's not even a champion no more. They tag Fear. He said Jesus is Yahweh in a sense, bro.
Oh, that's crazy. Put that man in timeout. They DP'd you, bro. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, bro. Hey, keep coping in.
I cannot believe it, bro. You gonna say, listen, yeah, you're scared to debate me, but instead of me going up and debating you and proving it right now, I'm just gonna post it on my story that you're scared to debate me. Like, yo, bro, I don't get it.
You don't know the true testament of somebody really being scared? You want to know a true testament of somebody being scared? When he starts pole jocking on a whole atheist.
Yeah, that's
bro, tip drilling on a whole atheist in response to you not being.
That's like imagine standing, bro. This is like imagine standing in front of someone and saying you scared to fight me, and then you're like, okay, so let's do it then. You're like, nah. Let me go post something on my story real fast, bro. You scared? I swear you scared. Yo, what? Yo, are we for real?
That's how you know he got beat up in high school.
Yo,
that's how you know how his high school.
Listen, I'd be scared. Listen, if you can't even get Islam right about Allah being a father or not being a father, I wouldn't want to debate Christians either because that's a step up, bro. I wouldn't even want to debate Christians either, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen even Central. Miley Cyrus himself would be like, nah, hey, chill out. I ain't even on that. But I ain't never seen Central duck a debate.
I ain't gonna lie, even Central would have came up for sure. Central would have definitely came up and said, nah, let's run that then.
Crazy.
Like that, and Ian's still in the comments yapping, by the way, bro. If what you mean by your statements just aren't even true, what the frick are we talking about?
He's a sophist, bro.
He's literally sophist.
That be filibustering, bro. Like he's not. It's not what he thinks he is.
He's like, okay, so where did you get that definite, bro? Look at him. He said Nick didn't know what social Trinitarianism was. Libiano said that Greek Trinitarianism is social Trinitarianism. He does not know what social Trinitarianism is, bro.
Libiano, bro, his debate with God logic, his whole basis of his argumentation is let's not include nuance.
Yeah.
let's just look at it and think. Let's not do any nuance. Let's just say let's have it say what we want it to say.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Horrible. I mean,
it's just crazy to me how like we're literally sitting here in front of 250 people and like I'm literally ready to debate him right now and he will not come up. He won't come up. Libiano, I'm calling you out in front of 250 people. Wait. Libiano, I'm calling you out in front of 250 people right now, Libiano. In front of 250 people. If you believe the Trinity is philosophically and logically incoherent, like you try to debate that Coptic dude about, then come up and prove it. You won't, though. But he won't.
No libido, you got to do better, bro. You got to do better, man.
But notice how he won't. Notice how all he will do is just continue commenting. Notice how he won't.
But what you expect from a dude that get his eyebrows studied? Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Like, what more do you expect? It's all right, bro. But do your thing. God bless.
God bless, man. Well, all right, y'all. I guess we'll go ahead and move on to the next guest because not going on your panel, set up a neutral panel. You know what's funny about that is? Wait, set up a neutral panel. If I go right now, wait. Let me think. Where's what's his name at? Where's my boy Aram's son? Because you know what's funny is I went on a Muslim panel. I went on, I believe it's Nini or Tina's panel. I forget which. I went on one of their panels and I said, let's debate on it right now. And he said, I need time to prepare. Would you debate on Aram Sum's panel right now if I end this live, Libiano? Say yes or no. The guy who just said he would moderate before Dom. If I end this live right there, yeah, Shark. That's how most people know him by, Shark. Would you go debate me right now on if the Trinity is philosophically illogical? Him, Forensis, in the chat. If we go on his panel right now, will you do it? I'll wait. Still waiting. It's interesting. We're still waiting on a comment. This is interesting. He's not saying yes or no. Set up a neutral panel. We can do the proper debate on the coherence of Trinity from the text. Wait, Libiano, let's do both. Let's do, is the Trinity philosophically illogical, since you said it was, and let's do it from the text. I'll do both debates. I'll do both debates. Will you do it on his panel right now? Right now.
Yeah, and I have no problem telling Nick to shut up. I don't like the noise. I like it structured. I want the times clear. I don't want to do 16-minute openers because nobody likes that.
Yeah, heck no.
Right, I don't like that at all. Right, it'll be formal. It'll be organized. Right.
Coherence of the Trinity involves the text. That's fine. We can do one debate regarding is it logical based on the text of the Bible, and then we can do is the Trinity logical based on the laws of logic, the philosophical laws of logic. We'll do both. We'll do both.
Hey, why doesn't he? Somebody commented, like, why doesn't he come up and talk to you about it? Y'all can like swear it out right now here.
Because the thing is, bro, like he knows, like the last time I talked to him about it, like he switches up and he gets scared. Hey, by the way, Grasig, thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. The logic of the Trinity necessitates the text. So we'll do one debate based on the text so we can understand what the text says. But the second one I'm asking, is the Trinity logical based on... How can you possibly still say Nick is running when I'm literally saying come up right now and debate me? What? He will moderate right now.
Yeah, you could even do two different sections. So the first section... because y'all don't really organize it very well. The first section could be focusing on the text, and then the second section could be focusing on the logical portion.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because when you're talking about the laws of logic don't necessitate the biblical text. They necessitate the laws of logic. So he will moderate right now. Come up, Libiano. Let's debate two parts right now on the Trinity. We'll debate Scripture, and we'll also debate, does it violate any of the laws of logic? I'm waiting. Let's do it. Run that.
I just want everyone to know it's a beautiful day. God bless you. God bless your family. I hope y'all are doing well. Remember to pursue truth to the best of your ability. Nobody here is enemies. We're just trying to do our best to pursue truth, and sometimes it gets a little passionate, you know what I mean? So
low tier. He's scared. He won't come up, bro. I don't even know why I keep trying with this guy, bro. He's so scared. All he says, you're low tier, you're low tier. If I'm low tier, then come up and disprove me. We have a moderator right here who will mod. A moderator right here who will mod. Right here who will mod.
Yeah, I think that you guys should do, let me know what you think. I think it should be 3 to 5 minute openers. And then because the openers are much shorter, this is going to give you guys more time on the rebuttals and everybody's.
Yeah, I like that. We can do longer cross exams too. I like that.
Yeah,
I'll give him as much time as he needs to try to disprove the Trinity. By the way, Grasig, thank you for the $2 super chat on YouTube. He won't do it, Nick. He's too scared. Amen.
Yeah, I think it should be a 3-minute opener. And then you could do 3-minute rebuttals, and then we could give the audience 15-minute crosses each.
He won't do it, bro. He won't do it. He needs more time to study, clearly. Even though the whole reason I offer this debate is because he offered some guy who didn't know philosophy. He said specifically we can talk about the philosophy of the Trinity, whether it's philosophically logical. Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to need to listen, Libiano. I recommend, I'm willing to help you study, right? I wrote some papers on divine conceptualism and Neoplatonism under a Trinitarian framework. I can help you out, man.
Let me know when you actually want to set up the debate properly from the text. I just said we'll do one debate based on the text. We will do a debate based on the text solely of the Bible if you'd like. And then let's also do one regarding specifically the 3 classical laws of logic and if they go against them in any way, shape, or form. Both. Right now. We will do both.
I don't think you need to split it. I mean, if you guys want to split it,
We have to because, bro, we have to because he won't talk about any sort of philosophy if we don't. I promise you. Because he has no argument against the Trinity being illogical, even though he claims it is all the time.
You're going to mention divine conceptualism, right? If not, I'm going to kick you in the shin.
What do you mean? You talking about in the debate?
Yeah.
Don't worry
I
about what I
love
will
divine
or won't do.
conceptualism. Oh, it makes me giggle.
But
divine
does that actually
conceptualism.
have true meaning though?
It's just what I mean, though. Honestly, you know what I mean?
Dude, Sharks at the park. This man swinging on a swing set right now.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Around this time, I let my son just come out and just vibe with the kids, and
Yeah.
I do my jumps and my stuff.
I always thought Shark was a Muslim. So did I at first. I also thought he was a Muslim at first too.
Listen, man, I've been a deist. I looked into Hinduism. I looked into Islam.
Nick follows John of Damascus and doesn't know what social Trinitarianism was. You think Saint John of Damascus was a social Trinitarian? Okay, that just shows me I probably should not be entertaining because that's insane. That's insane. If you think Saint John of Damascus was a social Trinitarian, no, Shark is not Muslim. No.
I was saved from the shaitan.
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Chad, he's not gonna come up. I mean, it's just like embarrassing. I just find it funny though. Like, I just find it, really, really funny.
Oh, Liviana, my journey and open-mindedness has not been a secret at any point. You're not gonna get me either. Liviana, you have no power here. I'm sorry.
Have you ever read Bo Branson? Yes. Are you scared to come up? Also, yes. Hide in the comments. I would love to know where Bo Branson says that St. John of Damascus is a social Trinitarian. You would never find that. You would never find that. Nick, why is he not coming up? Listen, bruh, he's not going to come, guys. He's not going to come. For how long? Wait, hold on, bruh. For how long has he been running from you already, Nick? For about like 3 or 4 weeks now. About 3 or 4 weeks now. So
he's trying to debate you in the comment section right
now. I'm saying, bro, debating me in the comments instead of coming up. It's so crazy to me, bro. It's so crazy to me, bro. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Look at him answer. Let me clip. If you come up, I'll answer. You can ask me any questions you want in the cross exam. When we debate right now, I'm down to do it. Let's debate right now. I'll answer any of your questions in the cross exam.
15-minute cross, by the way.
I'll give you 30-minute cross and I'll take 10-minute cross.
That's great. Liviano, I wouldn't take that, me personally.
I will give you 30-minute. I will give you an hour cross exam. I don't care. You can have 4 times the amount of cross exam as me. I'll take 15 minutes. I'll give him an hour to cross me. An hour. He still won't do it, bro. Well, listen, I'm just glad 250 people in here got to see that he will not debate me. Okay, I'm glad everyone got to see it. Right? It's hard to debate without the script. Yeah. I guess now he better go focus on, not being takfired by his own Muslims and whether or not Jesus is Yahweh in a sense or Allah is a father. Let's move on to the next guest, guys. He is not coming up. I tried for 20 minutes to get him to come up. He will not come up. Let's move on to the next guest. Feel free to stay or leave or whatever you want, sir. Okay, God bless, man.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. What's up?
Hello. Sorry, I don't know how to start this. So can I ask you, how educated are you on Islam?
You said what?
How educated are you on Islam?
Depends on what topic, but I'm decently educated.
Okay, can I ask you, how come, like, you are not Muslim?
I don't believe there's any
Like, what are your
justification.
opinions that
Yeah, I don't believe there's any
leads
justification.
you to believe in Christianity instead of Islam?
Yeah, I don't believe there's any justification that the Quran is from God.
Sorry, what?
I don't believe there's any justification that the Quran is from God.
Okay.
Do you have justification the Quran is from God?
Oh, somebody said he's a kid. No, I'm 18. I'm a girl.
Okay.
But,
do you have any justification that the Quran is from God?
Should I start like talking about my beliefs, or?
I just want to know what is your justification that the Quran is from God?
Okay, let me think. My English is not very good. I have to translate this in my head. Yes. Just I don't really know how to put that into words.
Okay. Well, maybe come up when you can, I guess. BT Does with a $10 super chat on YouTube. Hey, brother, I came in from God Logic's channel when you were a guest. God Logic is pretty much my only other super chat. Seems some Muslim folks are now trying out their bad arguments here instead. Yep, you got that right, man. You got that right. I appreciate that super chat, man. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
So I was just going to explain like kind of like an analogy of the Trinity. So
do you believe in the Trinity?
Revelation of the living God.
Do you believe in the Trinity?
Yes.
Oh, I'm only taking a guess. I disagree. So, yeah. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's going on?
Okay, so unaliving babies and children is objectively, in any context, wrong, right?
You said unaliving a child is wrong in any context?
Yeah, and babies.
If you're human, yeah, like if I'm a man and I can't, see anything wrong with the future, yeah, it would be wrong for anybody to unalive a baby, yeah. Unless you're God and can see the future.
And God is all just, perfectly just, all loving, all merciful, right?
Yep.
So why, when he told the Israelites to go slaughter the Canaanites, the Midianites, and the Amalekites, did he also specifically say to kill or unalive the children and the babies specifically?
Yeah, I believe he was using language to show how severe the situation was. So if you actually read later on in the chapter, you'll see that the babies were still alive because he wasn't literally telling them to go do that. He was telling them basically, you need to unalive everything. It's kind of like me saying, if I'm playing basketball, me saying like, you need to go out there, y'all need to kill him. Don't mean literally, bro. He's just saying you need to destroy them. In the same way, he's not meaning literally unalive the children. He's saying you need to destroy everyone.
He is literally meaning to unalive the adults, who I admit were, I'll
says who. So why weren't they unalived? So why weren't they unalived?
Why were the adults unalived, as well as the animals for some reason?
Yeah, show me the animals weren't unalived.
God said to specifically unalive the animals.
Again, I just told you the kind of language that he's using is to show the importance of it. But why do the animals and the people still exist after, if that was the case, if that actually occurred?
So it's the tired old, it was hyperbole argument. For some reason, this was hyperbole, but all the other places in the Bible were literal.
Because we can actually tell based on the context that it is, because they still were alive after. That's what we do. We read context here.
They weren't.
So if I show you the children are still alive, you can see the argument after?
The babies and the children were alive?
Yeah, if I show you that the baby still grew up and still existed after, will you concede the argument?
Even though God said...
Will you concede the argument if I show you? Will you concede the argument if I show you?
Sure.
Okay, great. You'll concede the argument. All I got to do is show you that the Amalekite still existed after.
That some Amalekites existed after, so they didn't necessarily genocide everyone. So
they didn't actually do it. The children didn't actually all get unalived.
Genocide wasn't perfectly.
So the children weren't actually.
So your argument is that the genocide wasn't perfectly effective, and that some escaped. That's your argument?
No, I'm showing you that if the Amalekites still exist afterwards and are still growing to a vital point, then by definition, the children could not have been unalived.
No, that's complete sophistry and rectally derived theory.
What? How is that sophistry?
You're just making things up as you go now.
I'm not. I said I could show you. I can show you that they still existed after.
So all that means is that the genocide wasn't perfectly effective, and they didn't get everyone.
Or could it possibly mean that they just didn't unalive the children?
You mean like a little Holocaust thing that happened in the 30s and 40s?
What? I said, or could it mean that they didn't unalive the children?
There are still plenty of Jews now.
Okay, because there was a war about it.
Yeah.
And it was stopped before fully going through. Was there some sort of war that stopped this before fully going through?
Thank you for agreeing with me.
Okay, wait, was there some kind of war? Can you show me the same thing here? There's some kind of war that stopped them from fully going through?
Prove my point.
Can you show me then that there was some kind of... Oh my gosh. Can you show me then that there's some kind of war that stopped them from going through then? In the same way that you just brought up.
You just said that the Amalekites went on living.
The children.
The children, yeah.
Yes.
You just said that they went on living, so it obviously stopped.
Oh, so they didn't unalive the children. Wait, so they didn't unalive the children?
No, I'm going by what you have said.
Thank you. They didn't unalive the children. So what's the issue?
So even by what you have said.
And matter of fact, even if they did unalive the children, what's the issue? If it's God.
If it's God, then God can break his own rules then.
Wait, so what is your objective standard of goodness and evil?
It's not your God.
So what is it?
Well, I think that humans are actually capable of figuring out what that is. And I think over time, we have discovered if we let things go like murder and rape and theft, if we just let those things go, it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Okay, what is...
Hey, Nick.
Hello?
Did the Eagles annihilate the Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
They annihilated them.
They annihilated the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That's crazy.
I know, right?
That's all I have to
say. There must be no Chiefs left, y'all.
So I'll go ahead and...
So what is your objective standard of goodness then? Can you provide that to me?
We're kind of getting off topic.
We're literally not. You're asking whether or not God was good or evil. Okay, so if we're not on topic... Wait, so no, you're right. If we're off topic, let's go back. If we're off topic...
To another topic.
No, if we're off topic, let's go back. Wait. If we're off topic and we're not talking about good and evil, then let's go back. So what's the issue with him unaliving the Amalekites? Everyone, even the children.
Well, I'll extend an olive branch and assume that the adults were all these child-sacrificing savages that needed to be erased from the face of the earth.
If we're not talking about good and evil, so what's the issue here with him doing this?
Huh?
If we're not talking about good and evil and that was changing the subject, then what is the issue with what is your argument that you're making with God unaliving these people?
Okay, so now you're making a chicken and egg argument.
What? You said we're not talking about good and evil objectively. So that's changing the topic. So I'm asking you, so what is your argument about what is the issue with God unaliving these people?
Well, you have to concede the same exact point then, that there's no issue.
I don't think there's an issue with him doing that. What's the argument?
Yeah, because you're psychotic.
Okay, what is the argument?
And when it comes to this specific topic, and you point out the insanity of it,
what's the argument, bro? Do you have an argument?
Find out the real morality of Christians.
Do you have an? Oh, so it is about more. So I wasn't changing the topic when I talked about morality.
Sociopathic level of
Thank you. So I wasn't changing the topic when I went to morality. He was just scared to defend his views. That's it. He was just scared to defend his views. That's all, guys. He was just scared to defend his views. That was it. Thank you. Hello?
Yo.
What's going on?
Everything's good, bro. Can I ask you a quick question? So, if the Bible is the word of God, and all the other religions are not true, basically, and all the other scriptures are corrupted, does that mean they came from the devil, or the devil invented them?
What do you, the devil invented what? I'm confused what the question is.
So for example, so the devil didn't invent Christianity, right?
Correct. The devil did not invent Christianity.
Yeah. So if there's a religion that's wrong, that means the devil invented it.
No, no, it doesn't mean that.
So who did
humans can invent false religions. Like what?
How? Okay, so what made humans invent false religions?
I don't know, their own want for gain of power, etc. Like anything.
So the shaitan doesn't make you do bad things to gain power and stuff.
No, we can do things on our own volition as well as him doing that. Every bad thing you do does not come because Satan makes you do it.
Right. Okay then. Yeah, that's fine. That's all I need to ask.
Okay. All right. Next.
Yep.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on?
Yeah. So I just want to ask about some contradictions in the Bible.
All right.
So if you can go to Matthew chapter 27, verse 5, it says, so Judas threw the money into the temple and left. Then he went away and hanged himself.
Yep, and then you're going to ask how it says that he bought it later?
Judas threw the money. What?
And then you're going to ask how then he bought the field later?
Yeah, then later, he said it bought a field.
I know the argument.
He fell headlong. His body burst open and all the intestines spilled out. So did he hang himself or did he fall headlong?
It was both. He hung himself over the field, as it says. And then when they cut it down, because they had to wait till after the Sabbath day, because you couldn't cut him down the Sabbath day, he fell headlong over the field.
So both of them?
Yes, both are. They're not mutually exclusive.
So, but which one did he die from?
What do you mean, which one did he die from? He died from hanging himself and then falling over after the Sabbath.
And what about the, he bought a field, but one of them says he threw the money.
Yeah, so how blood money works, and if you read the book of Acts, it will literally say that it is blood money, if you read it. Blood. That's why they couldn't put it in the treasury, because it was blood money. Matthew says this as well, I believe. If you read it, so blood money, say for instance, I have someone's blood money that they were unalived for, right? And I go and buy something. Technically, you could say that other person bought it because it was blood money, not regular money. So in the same way, they could say Judas bought the field because it was used, it was his blood money used to buy the field. That's why it says that Judas bought the field.
So not the same type of like payment.
No, it's just that's how blood money is talked about in historical times. That person bought it because it was technically their money, their payment. It was given by wrongful reasons.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna ask about another one. First Chronicles chapter 19, verse 18 said that David killed 7,000, and in another one it said 700.
What verse does that go to it?
So First Chronicles chapter 19, verse 18, and the other one is 2 Samuel chapter 10, verse 18.
2 Samuel what?
Chapter 10, verse 18. They literally contradict each other.
I'll pull up both side by side. Let's see.
They say the exact same thing, but with one saying 700, one saying 7,000.
Oh, yeah, this is easy. What? This one. Yeah, okay. If you read 2 Samuel, it says that's talking about the chariots. So you're talking about 700 versus 7,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this verse, and the Syrians fled in Israel, and David slew the men of 700 chariots. So 700 is speaking about the chariots. Okay. While if you go here, it says, but the Syrians fled before Israel, and David slew the Syrians 7,000 men.
No, but
which fought in chariots?
And the 2 Samuel says, but they fled before Israel, and David killed 700 of their charioteers.
No, it says 700 chariots. The men of 700 chariots. So there were 700 chariots. Okay. So they slew the men who were in 700 chariots. Now, how many men were in the 700 chariots? Well, First Chronicles says that. The Syrians flew, and David slew the Syrians 7,000 men, who fought in chariots.
So the 7,000 is.
So there was 10 people per chariot.
Okay, but it says both of them said they're charioteers.
No. This one in Samuel says it was of 700 chariots. The one in Chronicles says there were 7,000 men which fought in chariots.
It doesn't say that.
It literally does. Do you want me to show you my screen?
I mean, maybe your translation is different.
What translation are you reading? I can go to like literally the Hebrew.
I mean, I'm reading. I don't know, this Bible Hub.
What? Yeah. What translation?
It says the New International Version.
Okay, I can go to the NIV too.
That's 2 Samuel. I mean. It says charioteers.
Yeah, even this one says, okay, so First Chronicles 19:18, 7,000 of their charioteers. And then let's go to 2 Samuel 10:18 NIV. Wait, was it 18 or 19?
18.
Okay, 18. And then this one says the same thing. Wait, let me go make sure I'm at NIV.
Yeah, it is. It is NIV.
Yeah, it literally says the same thing. And David killed 700 of the charioteers. This is the same thing. What do you mean?
Yeah, but in the second one it says 7,000 of their charioteers.
In Second Chronicles it also says 700 charioteers.
And you mean First Chronicles?
Yeah.
In First Chronicles, in the NIV version, it says they killed 7,000 of their charioteers. In 2 Samuel, in the NIV version, it said 700 of their charioteers. The same translation.
It's one that says chariots and one that is charioteers. There's a difference.
No, they both say charioteers.
I can literally show you the Hebrew and show you the difference.
Show me.
Okay, great.
Both NIV.
That's not what the Hebrew is. What?
I mean, in the translation.
No, I'm saying I can show you the Hebrew, not what?
Oh, okay, sure. Show me the Hebrew one.
Okay, First Chronicles 19:18.
The Hebrew one says the men, then the translation is wrong.
What?
If the Hebrew one says something different from the translation.
The Hebrew is what we would go to actually like show what it actually says. By the way, thanks to Juggernaut for $5 super sticker. Appreciate that, man. All right, so in the Hebrew, 2 Samuel 10:18. Let's see. And they fled before Syria and Israel and David of Syria and killed 700 charioteers. Now let's go to Chronicles. All right. Let's see. And that word in the Hebrew is going to be rekab. And it's going to be 7393. And let's see. Yeah, and then it says in the second one, and they killed 7,000 men who were on chariots. And I can show you. It even says the same thing too in the King James too. I can show you both. I can show you both side by side if you want.
I'm sure you can. Sure, if you can show me.
Yeah, sure. Okay, here, let me pull both back up. 2 Samuel 10:18. All right. Okay, let's see. Okay, so here's 2 Samuel. Okay, 10:18.
Mm-hmm.
And the Syrians fled before Israel. David slew the men of 700 chariots. He slew the men of 700 chariots. So there were 700 chariots. First Chronicles. But the Syrians fled before Israel. David slew 7,000 men that fought in chariots.
Sure.
So it's not a contradiction.
All right, sure. You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I have another one though.
Okay.
2 Samuel chapter 21 verse 8. If you can read it.
But the king took the two sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bare unto Saul, Armani and Mephistopheles, and the 5 sons of Michael and the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, and the son of Barzillai and Methelite.
All right. So what does it say about Micah or Micah or
That he has 5 sons. And
Okay,
the 5
go to
sons of
2
Michael.
Samuel. Okay, go to 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 23.
Verse 23.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see here.
Can you read it out loud?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to it. Absolutely. Are you talking about, therefore, Michael, the daughter of Saul, had no child until the day of her death?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then she didn't have a child until basically her last days, right?
Yeah, so all her life she didn't have any children. But
No, it's saying she didn't have a child until the day of like her old age. Let me show you the Hebrew and show you this what it says too. I can show you that too. I can back up all my claims by evidence. So if you actually go to the Hebrew and you look at on the day of her death, you actually look at that word is maveth. Okay, maveth simply means in a state of 2 things. It means 2 things, by the way. Either it means in a state of spiritual sin, okay, meaning that they were in a state of spiritual sin, or it can also mean, right, that you are basically like in your end times. So the usage here, and again, I can show you my screen if you'd like to show you this. Let's see. It is often contrasted with life. Maveth can symbolize spiritual death or separation from God, as well as the consequences of sin.
So what was the original word you said in Hebrew?
It's Maveth.
Maveth. So that's the difference.
Yes. So he did not have any children until this time where he was in sin. Which would make sense based on the context, right? Because what happened? Because he bore these children out of wedlock, so that makes sense, right?
Doesn't make sense, to be honest.
So that's sin. So he's saying he did not do this until he was in the iniquities of sin. Which makes sense to me.
All right, sure. Okay. I'm gonna move on to something else.
Okay.
I know I took a bit of time, but so I'm Muslim, so I believe that you know the story about how we believe the angel came to Muhammad.
Yeah, in the cave.
In the cave.
Yep.
And this is mentioned in the Old Testament.
Okay, let's see it.
Yeah, I can show you. Just I'm gonna try to find it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Yep, go to Deuteronomy chapter 33.
Okay, verse.
And you can read from the beginning of it.
To what verse though? Because there's like 30 verses in this chapter. It's like which verse specifically?
Okay, I'm gonna try to find the first verse.
Are you talking about where it talks about like from that he's shown from Mount Paran? The second verse? Okay, and he said, the Lord came from Sinai and dawned on them from Seir. He shone forth from Mount Paran, and he came with 10,000 saints from his right hand, came a fiery law for them.
Okay, so what we believe is from Sinai is Moses, and Seir is Jesus, and Mount Paran. In Mount Paran, if you Google it, it's a mountain in Mecca.
Now, I know where Mount Paran is. Yeah, so it says, though, right, that he came with 2 things. It says, first of all, he came. The Lord was there, number 1. It says, 2, he came with 10,000 saints. Did that occur to Muhammad in the cave?
10,000? No, but we don't believe in all of the Bible.
So you're going to pick half of the verse. So you believe in half the verse, but the other half, you're going to say, never mind. We don't take that part, though. That's crazy.
No, listen. We believe some of it has been corrupted and some of it has not.
So you're going to take half the verse, but not the other half.
Because that was what the Quran says. And to be honest, I'm not sure about the 1,000 saints thing. I'm not sure. They may have happened. I don't know, but I don't think so.
I appreciate you hopping up, man. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next guest because, yo, I don't get that, bro. Well, we didn't even leave the verse, bro. Like, we literally were in the same verse. I didn't even go to the next verse, and he already saying that verse is corrupted, but only the part that I like makes sense. Yo, this Solid Muslim arguments, guys. Solid Muslim arguments. Hello?
Nick, how's things?
What's going on?
Not too bad. I assume I've been listening to you for a while. I assume you've read the Bible, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll start with some easy things. So Matthew 16:18, Peter is my rock, I'll build my church upon, right? Very well known. 5 verses later, he says, Peter is Satan. How do you explain that?
Yeah, because he was acting like Satan, trying to interfere with him. That was the point. When he's saying, get away from me, Satan, he's showing the severity of the situation using hyperbolic language because he was doing something that would help Satan, not help mankind. I can't hear you when you're off the screen.
Hello?
Yep.
You can hear me. Okay, next sentence. So incest in terms of Christianity, Deuteronomy and I believe it was Leviticus, both said it was bad. I couldn't tell you the exact verses. I'm going from memory here. But they both said it was
yes, incest is bad, yes.
Whatever. But both Deuteronomy and Leviticus both said
I agree, incest is bad. That's okay. You don't gotta show me the verses.
Yeah, but Genesis, Abraham married his sister and God gave him his blessing to marry his sister. So how do you explain that?
Yeah, it wouldn't have been like his biological sister if you actually read the context.
It was his father's daughter.
Yeah, no. Do you know? Okay, do you know that it literally shows the lineage of Sarah? I can show you.
He is biblically Abraham's father's daughter. Biblically.
Okay. Do you know? Okay. Do you know how like fathers in the Old Testament worked when like your spouse would be unalived?
So it can be sister-in-law. So it's okay if it's sister-in-law.
Sister-in-law.
So if it's a different wife, but it's the same father, you agree it's the
wait,
same
what
father.
would be the issue with sister-in-law? It depends what you mean by, because sister-in-law can be referring to like if for example, if I marry someone and then my brother has relations with her sister.
No. So
that would be a sister-in-law. That what you're talking about is a stepsister, not a sister-in-law.
No, not stepsister. Sarah and Abraham had the same father, is my point.
Yeah, again, that would be, it's not talking about the fact that they have, because it's not the same exact like biological father. You have to show me. Okay, show me that.
Biblically, it is.
Okay, show me. Show me that it's the same biological father. Show me that the name is the same. No, you can tell me the verse, and I'll go to the verse.
First off the top of my head, man, on my TikTok live, but Abraham had the same father that Sarah did. There was only so many fathers back then. Like it is. Wait.
Do you want to maybe find it and come back?
Okay, we'll move on. Let's assume that's false, which is not. But they biblically had the same father. But let's assume that's false. So in Genesis, Adam was said to have lived 930 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
When was Noah's Ark? Do you believe in time?
In the year? I don't know what year it was.
So most Christian scholars, most history people put it at about 3000 BC, 2500, 3000. Would you be okay with that?
Let's see. I mean, this one, the first thing I see says about 1656 BC.
Yeah, even closer. Let's just say 2000 BC, okay? So Adam was 930 years old, and biblically we believe humans could live longer until Adam's flood. People started turning away from God, people stopped believing, and then the flood, and then it reset, and now all of a sudden we live 80, 90, 100 years. So the oldest ever human bone, Homo sapiens, were found 230,000 years ago. We can use bones like we use trees. We can age bones pretty easily. It's not really debated. And the oldest human bones we found were about 45 years old.
Yeah, and what method of dating would they use for these bones?
The same method we use for trees. I'm not a biologist.
So carbon dating?
It's widely accepted scientifically.
So carbon dating, right?
Yeah, sure.
And how far back does carbon dating go?
No, I don't agree with carbon dating. I don't know how they dated. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert in
So
that.
then how do you know the dating is accurate then?
Okay, so you renounce very, very widely accepted science.
Carbon dating is not very, very accepted science. There is a lot of scientists that disagree with carbon dating.
I never said it was carbon dating.
So, but that I'm telling you, that literally is what kind of dating they use for that type of stuff. Is literally carbon dating. So,
what is your dispute to carbon dating? Why do you think it's not accurate?
Yeah, I mean, I think a couple of things. Number one, it can only go so far back. Carbon dating can only go so far back. And number two, the actual what?
Before you move on to number two, why is that?
That's just how. What do you mean? We don't have the technology yet to be able to have carbon dating go back any further. Because the carbon dating. So how it works, right? So because it's about how carbon dating works. Do you know how carbon dating works?
No, I'm not a biologist.
So it works by measuring. Okay, so it works by measuring the amount of C14 lost over a period of time.
You don't have to explain broadly to me. I know broadly how carbon dating.
Okay, so it can only go back so far because at some point that carbon will be gone.
Do you know carbon's half-life? It's about 500,000 years.
Bro,
like it is.
If that bone wait does a bone take half a million years to decay, or does it take shorter time than
that? Longer.
You think bones take longer than 500,000 years or 500,000 years? Whatever you said.
It depends how it's preserved. We found human dinosaur bones older than that. It depends.
Older than 500 million years?
Preserved. Yes.
Can you show me that, please? Please show me that. Please and please show me exactly how exactly they did that as well. Because if you look up carbon dating only goes back like I think at max, if you're on the secular side, like 50,000 years. So please show me how they carbon dated some bones to 500,000 years ago. I would love to see that.
Found out 300,000 years ago.
Okay, and now look up for me, how far back does carbon dating go?
Well, it's obviously a recent discovery, as there's been massive.
No, you said we have carbon dated some dinosaurs to 300,000 years ago. Now do me a favor and look up how far back.
Before I do this, how long back do you think carbon dating goes?
It's like 50,000 years.
So nothing's older than 50,000 years, or it's just
what?
ambiguous.
No, it's just that you can't use carbon dating for it. So I'm asking you, how are you going to say that dinosaur bones are carbon dated to 500,000 years or 300,000 years ago?
Okay, so if they found bones that they carbon dated to 30,000 years ago, which I'm sure they have, because they found bones 300,000.
That's fine. I'm an old Earth creationist, so good.
So 30,000 years ago.
I'm an old Earth creationist, so that's fine.
So it's about 23,000 years before Noah's Ark.
Fantastic. I am an old Earth creationist. What's the issue?
Explain what you mean by old Earth.
I believe the Earth is billions of years old.
But humans are how old?
It depends. I mean, there's evolutionist Christians that believe differently. They could be, if evolution's true, it could be millions. I probably believe they're probably around like 6,000 years old.
6,000. Okay, so they're 6,000 years old, but we can date bones back at least 30,000 years.
Okay, show me human bones will be found that date back 30,000 years, please.
I genuinely am not going to Google that for you because that's like incredibly like available.
So just show me. Give me one source.
Can't share my screen.
Just tell me the source.
You look in the chat?
What?
Look in the chat. Character.
Dude, what is that, bro? Just tell me the source. You got the source?
It's the character. $30,000 years. The first source you'll see.
Bro, I can't hear you when you go off the screen. I told you that.
Yeah, well, sorry, I'm trying to find a source for you. If you look up human bones 30,000 years, it's the first thing that'll show up. Archaeology.org.
You said American bones. What?
Human bones.
Human bones. I don't know. I was reading a text that said American, and I typed in American.
That's all right. Human bones 30,000 years.
Almost 30,000. And what's the source?
Archaeology.org. They're found in Siberia.
Archaeology. I see livescience.com. The second one that comes up is Reddit, and then the University of Cambridge.
Type in your search bar archaeology.org.
Okay. Oh wait.
Look in chat. You're a community violation. What?
Talking about Archaeology magazine?
No, .org. It's a .org. It won't let me type it in chat.
There's an archaeology.org, but it says Archaeology magazine.
No.
I'm telling you, that's the only thing that pops up is archaeology.org, Archaeology magazine.
Yeah, archaeology.org.
So the Archaeology magazine, that's what you're talking about.
No.
That's literally what it says, bro. Like, I'm telling you that I can show you my screen. It says over archaeology.org. It says Archaeology magazine.
It says magazine, but it's a .org page.
Okay, so you are talking about the magazine.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going off of magazines. Okay, let's look here. First, let's see who it lists as the source. Doesn't even have a source, first of all. Where does it say who is the one that reported on this? Anywhere. The only thing it says is to read about another recent discovery. You want to maybe come back later or something when you can.
Bro, it's in the chat. I can't type it because of character limits. There's live science. There's about 50 sources there for you to look at.
I literally see nothing from you in the chat. I literally see nothing from you in the chat, bro.
I don't have to do the research for you. If you just Google it, it's there. Like, it's there. Just Google it. Your point falls apart when you say
it. Literally doesn't. It doesn't for two reasons. Number one, I believe they're 6,000 years old. But number two, supposing you're right, which I haven't seen a source to prove you're right. Supposing you're right, there are evolutionist Christians. So even if evolution is true, and then these humans go back thousands and thousands and thousands of years, it doesn't disprove Christianity at all.
I am an evolutionist Christian. You have completely missed the point on what I am. I am an evolutionist Christian.
And I literally told you that I said that it could be evolution or it could be non-evolution. So what is your point?
You're saying you don't believe in that. You're saying you're an old...
Yeah, I don't have a view either way. Yeah. That's what I told you.
But stick to it.
Have you not figured this out this whole time? It does not matter whether or not evolution is true or not. It has no basis on Christianity. So I could care less.
No, but my point is, if God existed, if humans were found 6,000 years ago or millions of years ago, completely fucks up your point. And the Bible.
Wait, you said you were a Christian, but you were trying to point out how incest is in the Bible? What does that have to do? What?
I absolutely believe the Bible has a ton of contradictions, but...
So how are you a Christian?
What?
How are you a Christian?
Because I can look at the Bible and see this is the word of God, and I can look through the context and see, look, this is a contradiction, but...
So the word of God can have contradiction, so God could be wrong about stuff.
I never said he was wrong. I said
but a contradiction, if the Bible is the word of God, and there's contradictions, that means that God was wrong about something.
No, I just think the context is in what he said. Wait, hang on. I believe the context in what he said it is different. And that's why the first question I asked you was when God said Peter was Satan and God said, you are the rock I will build my church. It's the obvious, easiest contradiction. But it only makes sense if you look at the context. And
wait, the Peter is the rock? Wait, how's that a contradiction?
He said, Peter is the rock I'll build my church on.
He said, on this rock, I will build my church. He didn't say, Peter, you are the rock.
Referring to Peter. That was clearly referring to Peter.
What is the contradiction?
We've been through this. We have been through this.
With Peter?
The first thing we brought up.
What's the contradiction with? But then you said he called him Satan.
Yes.
That's the bro. That's not a contradiction. You just haven't studied basic church history on the meaning of text. Like what?
Oh, you're not. This is what I'm saying. If you read it at face value, it's a contradiction.
Yeah, we don't read things at face value. We read actual church fathers who quote these things.
You're not. I said if you read the entire verse, it's not a contradiction because he's saying it in reference to what Peter said beforehand and what was the devil.
So you acknowledge it's not a contradiction.
It's not a contradiction.
So why the frick did you bring it up?
Because I wanted to see if you actually believe what you're saying. And the contradictions I brought up.
So you just lied. So you just lied about contradictions to try to test me?
No. What? Yeah. No, I'm not lying about contradictions.
Yeah, boy, slow as frick, bro. How you gonna come up in the request, try to test me on contradictions, fail like 6 times, and then say, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian that believes in contradictions"? Yo, it's something up with y'all, bro. I ain't gonna cap. It's something up with y'all. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on?
So are you a Christian?
Yes.
Okay, so there was a verse. I'm trying to find specifically what verse it was, but there was a verse where it was basically saying like, hold on, I'm gonna find it so I'm not misquoting myself.
Yeah, hello?
Hello?
Yeah, what's good, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Yeah, so I was looking over the Bible, right? You don't believe that Jesus was a prophet, right?
Yeah, we believe he's a prophet.
Oh, you do believe he's a prophet?
Yes, we believe he's a prophet in God, because a prophet is just one who comes on earth and prophesies.
But how can you believe he's a prophet and God?
Because a prophet is just one who comes on earth and prophesies. Jesus, who was God, came on earth and prophesied.
All right, so what? Can you define Christianity for me exactly?
Yeah, to follow Christ.
To follow Christ. How do you pray?
I mean, I pray multiple ways. I pray the Our Father. I pray to Jesus directly.
I'm saying, like, what action do you do to pray?
I bow down and worship. I worship with my hands in the air, my head to the sky, like he says, head to the ground, etc. Multiple ways.
You put your head to the ground?
Yeah, that's one of the ways.
Oh, word? But that's what you do?
Yes.
Oh, all right. No, I'm just making sure because a lot of Christians that I talk to nowadays, they say that they don't do that, you know, like my own family, right? I wanted to ask something about another verse too. John 17:3.
Yeah, the Father is the only true God because it's making a declaration of statements about who the only true God is, right? It's making a declaration of nature, not of personhood.
Yeah, it's making a declaration of nature. Okay, you're saying that there's one true God. So if there's one true God, how can he be like?
Because the Father is the same one true God as the Son.
The Father is the same as the Son?
No, they're the same God.
They're the same God.
Mm-hmm.
But they different essences, but they the same God?
No, same essence. That's why they're the same God. They have the same essence.
Oh, okay. So who was Jesus calling upon when he said, "Oh God, why
the
have
Father.
you forsaken me?"
The
Father? Yeah, the Father, right?
Yeah.
So would I be wrong to only worship the Father?
Yes. Because because the disciples also worshipped him.
Disciples who? Paul?
No. Thomas, for example.
Who's Paul though?
Paul's an apostle of God, chosen by God.
But didn't he massacre Christians?
And then he repented and then became one of the best Christians.
Oh, he repented?
Yes.
Well, what was his reasoning for massacring Christians?
Because he believed that Christianity was false and he didn't care about them and he literally just wanted power.
Oh, and then he became one of the best Christians?
Yes.
Okay, but back to what I was saying about what Jesus was saying, Father, why have you forsaken me? If he's God, God is all-knowing. So
yes.
How could he go down here and not know what his mission was to do?
Who said he didn't know his mission?
I mean, he's saying, why have you forsaken me?
Yeah, he's quoting Psalm chapter 22, verse 1. He's quoting a messianic prophecy, so they knew he was the Messiah. God didn't literally forsake him, bro, in like the way that you probably think. No.
Why did he say that then?
Because he's quoting a messianic prophecy so that they knew he was the Messiah. So he fulfilled that prophecy.
Well, he fulfilled the prophecy, but he was saying, "Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?"
Yeah,
Right?
he was quoting a prophecy. The Father did not forsake. God cannot forsake God. Like, that's not like.
So you're pointing out your contradiction.
It's not a contradiction. Him quoting a prophecy is not the same as the Father actually forsaking the Son.
You just did all the work for me right now.
What?
You just did all the work for me.
I just said he's quoting a prophecy, bro.
You're saying he quoted a prophecy, but he's God, right?
Yes.
So he would have known already what his mission was to come down.
And he did. Who said he didn't? He literally told the people prior to that.
Oh God, why have you forsaken me?
He's quoting a prophecy. He's not literally not knowledgeable as to why he's on the cross. He's quoting a verse. If I quote a verse, if I quote right now, my God, why have you forsaken me? That doesn't mean that God literally forsook me right now. It means I'm quoting a verse.
Can you explain to me why, like, what the point of doing that is?
To show that he's the Messiah, to fulfill the prophecy.
No. I agree with you. I believe he's the Messiah as well, and I'm Muslim.
Yeah, but you don't believe he's God like the disciples did.
Yeah, we do not believe he's God.
So then you go against his own disciples.
I'll go against his disciples. I don't even think that that's real. You know why? Because what was the Bible? How was it revealed to Jesus? In what language was it?
It wasn't revealed. The Bible was not revealed to Jesus.
Not the Bible. Yeah, no, I understand the revelations.
Jesus, what do you mean? They wrote it down in Greek. It was spoken in Greek.
It was Greek. It was in Greek.
Yes.
But I thought Jesus spoke Aramaic.
He spoke Aramaic, Greek, and Hebrew.
He spoke Aramaic, Greek, and Hebrew.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I never heard that one before.
That's like basic.
All right. This is a weak myself. Yeah, I came on here and said whatever I had to say. I'm not gonna get disrespectful now, but.
All right, take care. This guy was yapping in the comments that I was super scared, so and he left. He's not even here. As soon as I bring him up, he leaves. What's new? Hello?
Hello.
What's going on?
How are you doing today?
That was the guy that said I was running in the chat, and I just tried to let that Scott Osman do. I tried to let him up, and he just didn't come up. What the frick? Hello? Yeah, what's going on, man? What you got?
How are you doing?
I'm good. What you got, man?
So I just want to talk about the Trinity. In the Athanasian Creed, do you accept that they basically say that the three persons of God are all co-equal, co-eternal, and independent?
Yeah, they're all co-equal and co-eternal.
And do you believe that God is a necessary existence?
What, meaning that we couldn't exist without him? Yeah.
Yeah, no, and that God is necessary, as in he exists out of necessity. Like he could not exist.
Yeah, we believe that based on divine revelation.
Right. So if the persons in the Trinity are all necessary, or do you believe the essence is necessary?
The entire being of God is necessary.
Yeah, but I'm asking, like, are the persons necessary?
Yeah, the being of God is necessary. So the person is the essence.
Is that the essence or the piece?
It's both the persons and the essence.
Right, okay. I just wanted to clarify. So if the persons are all necessary, then how come they get their essence, or only God has the authority to declare certain things? Like only the Father has the authority to declare certain things.
Like what?
Like knowledge of our.
Like, wait, who says he's the only one that has the authority to do that?
What do you mean?
Who says he's the only one that has the authority to do that?
Because they don't know. Because I'll tell you why they don't. While the others don't have the authority, isn't it? Because and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm actually just trying to learn here. In that verse, they did use the word oiden, which is in the past. The perfect indicative sense.
What about it?
So, as in, no one knew or no one could declare before and no one could declare after, as in it has consequences to today.
It's saying that no one does declare it, not that no one can declare it.
No, it says that only the Father can declare because it hasn't been declared yet.
Where does it say it? He's the only one that can?
I mean, no one declares.
So where does it say he's the only one that can, not the only one that does?
Right, okay, hold on.
It doesn't say can anywhere.
It's not about... No, but do you understand how in the perfect indicative it's in the past and the present? And
I agree, because no one does.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that no one can.
Yeah, but no one has declared yet.
So no one does, no one has, and no one does. That doesn't mean that no one can.
Only in the future the Father declares.
You're mixing up possibility with actuality. Just because he's the only one that actually does it doesn't mean there's no one else that has the potential to do it.
Anyways, thank you for clearing up that point. Do you believe that the Father gives his essence to the Son, or do they all share the essence, as in there's no monarchy?
Yeah, he eternally communicates the essence to the Son, yeah.
So how can that mean that means that the Son isn't a necessary being?
Yes, he is, because the Father couldn't exist without the Son, without communicating the essence of the Son.
Not necessarily.
Yes, necessarily.
How can you explain that?
Yeah, because you can't be a father without a son, and he's eternally the Father.
No, I mean, if you can't declare if you're saying that the Son eternally gets his essence from the Father, doesn't that suggest that the Son is dependent on getting his essence from the Father?
No, because in the same way, the Father could not possibly exist without the Son, because the Father cannot be a father without a son.
So none of them are necessary existences.
They are all one necessary existence.
That sounds like how in Hinduism they have Brahman, which is that
they don't even they don't think that they're all necessary existence. If you read that, Vishnu can be unalived.
No, not Vishnu. I'm saying Brahman.
The Vishnu is one of the three, though.
Yeah, but that's the point. Even in the Son, in Christianity, even the Son has passed. But what I'm trying to say is, the point of the matter is, the ultimate Brahman is the necessary existence in Hinduism, while the other three are not necessary.
Yeah, we don't say that. We say all three persons are one necessary being.
Yeah, so that means that you're saying the essence is the necessary being.
No, we're saying the being in its entirety. No, we're the being in its entirety.
You can't be necessary and dependent on something. As in,
dependency is regarded as something external to your being. You aren't dependent on yourself. That doesn't make any sense. To say the Father is dependent on the Son or Son dependent on the Father is saying the being is dependent upon itself. Dependency is regarded as extrinsic to the being. So you can't even say...
You in the Trinity, you make the distinction of persons. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that you can make the distinction of persons, but again, dependency is going to be regarded as extrinsic to being, not extrinsic to person.
Right, so the being of God is the necessary.
Yeah, the being of God. Yes, the being of God is necessary.
And the persons are not.
The persons, bro. Oh my gosh, the persons are in the being. What do you mean? The being constitutes persons.
In the being, but they are in the.
The being constitutes persons. There is no being without the persons. So to say the being is necessary, to say the persons are necessary.
This is
saying the essence is necessary, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Them being persons is not necessary, but to get the being is what you're basically saying.
The being, everything about the being is necessary. Everything about the being is necessary, including the fact that the being is three persons.
Yeah, that's a contradiction. I don't see how.
Give me the P and not P. What's the contradiction?
I know. I'm asking you how that is.
You said it's a contradiction, though.
Possibility.
You said it's a contradiction. Hold on, wait. You said it's a contradiction.
I'm trying to ask you to explain how.
But you just made a claim that it's a contradiction. What's the contradiction?
what that interdependency within the persons are is a necessary quality.
No, what's the contradiction between me saying the being is a independent being?
Yeah, but you're saying that persons within the being are interdependent in order to be necessary.
I didn't say that. When did I say that? When did I ever even say the word interdependent?
No, but you're saying that the Father is dependent on the Son to be the Father.
I specifically said dependency cannot be regarded as something intrinsic to being. It's regarded as something extrinsic to being.
Yeah, but they are all not the being. You can't say the Father.
Yes, they are. Yes, the Father is the being of God. Yes, he is.
And is the Son? No, but the Son is not. The Father is the being of God. The Son is the being of God, and the Holy Spirit.
Yes, they are the same being. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So henceforth, they are not distinct persons.
No, my gosh, that's talking about the fact they are materially identical. It has nothing to do with whether or not they're formally distinct.
Wait, sorry, can you repeat that again?
Islamic diplomat, I know you're not in the chat. Last time I asked you to debate, that you said, "Oh, I don't debate. I just talk. I just spread dawah." Yeah, go spread dawah, buddy. Yeah, I said that they are all the same being. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit are the same being. So that means they're materially identical, but that also can lead to a formal distinction still.
If they are materially identical, how can that lead to a distinction of persons? That's what I'm asking.
Because it's the formal distinction. They're materially identical yet formally distinct.
Right. So if they are formally distinct, then how can they each? You're saying that they're formally distinct within the being.
Yes.
Right. And henceforth, the being is what? Like they are all the same, or what?
That they're the same existence, same being.
But how can you be the same existence and formally distinct?
Bruh, because existence can have distinctions within the existence.
No, I'm saying, how can they be not distinct? No, sorry. You said that they're formally distinct within, but they are the exact same existence. That's what you said.
They are the same existence, but one existence can have distinctions, bruh.
No,
what you're not getting.
How does that not fall into
Can one existence have distinctions within the existence?
Sorry?
Can one existence have distinctions within the existence?
I don't see how. Not when you're talking about necessary being.
Oh, okay. So wait.
Necessary being.
So I would hope you're not Muslim then, right? I would hope you're not Muslim then, right?
I'm saying not when you're talking about a necessary.
I'm curious. I just want to see if you're consistent. Are you Muslim?
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Do you believe Allah has distinctions?
Allah is one God.
Does he have distinctions within him?
What do you mean?
Does he have any distinctions within him at all?
Go ahead. Yeah. No.
No?
No, wait, I'm asking a question. I'm trying to.
Does he have any distinctions in him at all?
I'm trying to see what you're alluding to.
I'm asking, does Allah have any distinctions within him at all?
No.
No? Okay, so his attributes aren't distinct?
Any of the distinction or any of the distinction or action that you're going to say is not Allah in himself.
Oh, so the 99 names of Allah are not Allah? They're another existence?
No, those are attributes of Allah.
Oh, so they're a different existence than Allah.
No, they're attributes of the same.
So they're the same existence as Allah. Are they distinct?
It's like me saying I'm good, I'm benevolent.
Okay. Are the 99 names of Allah, are they the same existence as Allah?
They don't formally materialize as a different existence.
Are they the same existence as Allah or not?
They are Allah.
Are they the same? Yes or no? Are they the same existence as Allah?
If you say one of the 99,
it's a yes or no. Are the 99 names the same? I'll ask it one more time. Ask it one more time. Are the 99 names the same existence as Allah? Yes or no?
No, because Allah is all 99 names.
Oh, so he has 99 different existences.
He's all 99 names.
So Allah has 99 different existences.
No, that's not what I said.
You said they're not the same existence. That means they're different existences.
Allah is all 99 names. You have to.
But you just said they're different existences.
You can't say, for example, Ar-Rahim Al-Malik, Al-Qudus, all of these are all Allah.
Okay, so
together.
you just said then they're not the same existence. So
But
they're
not different. They're not different. They're not different existence.
bro, you either are the same existence or a different existence, or you don't exist.
What do you mean? You are all.
You either are
you
the
all
same existence as something, or a different existence, or you don't exist. Which one of those three is it for the names?
You are making. This is a false claim. Shall I tell you why?
Okay, name me the fourth option.
No, shall I tell you why? Shall I tell you why?
Yeah, just name. Yeah, I just want you to name me the fourth option besides being the same existence as Allah, a different existence as Allah, or not existing.
But you're operating from a false premise, because the 99 names, for example, if I was to put it into a Christian, what do you call it? Into a Christian.
Don't put it into a Christian. Just put in how it is.
No. Just to give it.
I don't want. No, I want you to put in your own words, not in Christian words.
When you say that God is all powerful, you don't mean that all powerful is a distinctive person within the Trinity.
I didn't say a different person. Oh my gosh, I didn't say a different being either. Okay, do the 99 names exist?
Yeah, they do exist.
Okay, do they exist the same as Allah or differently than Allah?
What do you mean? Together, they are Allah.
Is the 99 names, you said they exist, is their existence the same existence as Allah's existence or a different existence than Allah's existence?
The 99 names are an attribute of Allah. That's my point.
Wow, thanks for keep continuing to answer a question that I didn't ask instead of actually answering the one. So this is what happens, guys. They realize that this argument literally falls back on them in Islam and doesn't make any sense. Now he has 99 gods. MashaAllah. Guys, this is the guy that said he's gonna cook me off. So hello?
How's it going?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, can you provide any first century evidence for the existence of Jesus Christ?
Any first century evidence? Yeah. For example, we can go Matthew.
Can you provide evidence that Matthew was written in the first century?
Yeah, I mean, we can just use, let's use, for example, we can use Ignatius as a source. Ignatius of Antioch.
Okay, yeah, go on.
Yeah, Ignatius of Antioch affirms that Matthew wrote Matthew in the first century.
Okay, provide the evidence.
All right. All right, let's see. Okay. Let's go to... We can go to Ignatius of Antioch, and then we can go to... Let's see. And the Gospel of the Apostolic Fathers. And then also we can go to the Didache as well.
Yeah, so when did Ignatius live?
And then also Clement of Rome. So I'll bring up 3 different ones for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So first one I'll bring up. In 1 Clement 24, chapter 24, verse 5, he quotes Matthew chapter 13, verse 3-9. And when did Clement of Rome live?
Yeah, it's debated when he lived.
What?
It's debated.
It's debated? It's debated by who?
Yes, it's debated by scholars. He either died in the very early part of the 2nd century or in the middle part of the 2nd century.
Name me a single scholar that does not believe that he was born in the 1st century. Find me a single one.
I didn't say born. I said died, either early 2nd century, like the very turn.
So how is he quoting the Gospel of Matthew in the early 2nd century?
Yeah. So when did?
If it wasn't written in the 1st century.
Yeah. So when did he quote the Gospel of Matthew?
Yes, it would have been around 105 to 110 AD.
Yeah. So that's not the 1st century.
Oh, he's quoting something. Did that thing already exist? Did that thing already exist? Did that thing already exist prior to him quoting it?
Okay. It might have existed in 104 AD.
Did it? But it already existed prior, right?
Existed in prior to.
Okay, so we know so far it at least existed in 104 AD. So far, right?
No, because we don't know exactly when Ignatius died.
What?
We don't know definitively that the year he quoted him.
What is him? Wait, what does him dying have to do with anything? I'm talking about when he quoted it.
Yeah, we don't know definitively that he quoted it in 105 AD. Let's assume he does.
Yes, that is when the scholarly consensus on is that when those epistles were written.
That's true. Let's assume that's true. does that provide evidence that Matthew is written?
I'm saying first. I'm saying first we have now that it was written at least in 104 AD, and then we can move on for the next evidence.
Okay, is that evidence that Matthew was written in the 1st century?
Oh my gosh, it's evidence so far that it was written at least within 5 years of the 1st century. Right?
Okay. Let's assume that. Let's assume that it was written within the first 100.
And yeah, let's assume that it was only written in 104 AD. What would be the issue?
Okay, yeah. So it's written in 104 AD. Let's assume that, right? How does this prove the existence of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, because Matthew actually would have walked with Matthew would have actually walked with Jesus based on the text.
So you're now saying that Matthew is written by Matthew?
Yes. Do you have any evidence against that Matthew is written by Matthew?
Is it the current scholarly consensus that Matthew wrote Matthew?
Yes. Can you provide me any evidence? Can you provide me any evidence it's not written by Matthew?
So the scholarly consensus.
Wait, provide me any evidence it's not written by Matthew.
That's not how evidence works.
Yeah, provide me evidence that it could not have been written by Matthew, or that it was not written by Matthew.
You have to prove it was.
You're the one making the claim that it wasn't. Or are you not making that claim that it wasn't?
I'm saying that no one knows who wrote it.
Okay, based on the text that we have, right? And based on the apostolic tradition that we have, based on the apostolic succession that we have, we can use epistemology such as phenomenal conservatism to be justified to believe that Matthew wrote it. What is your epistemology you use to decide these things?
The scholarly consensus.
Now, what is your epistemology that you use for it?
Well, what's your epistemology?
Do you know what I just told you? My epistemology. I literally just said it.
Could you repeat it? I didn't fully
understand. Okay, what is epistemology? You know what epistemology is first? Do I need to explain that to you?
Epistemology is theory of knowledge.
Okay, so I use phenomenal conservatism.
Phenomenal conservatism. I'm not familiar with that.
Okay, phenomenal conservatism is going to be like basic ways that you know things. If you can say, for example, we see these people seem to be trustworthy. We see there seems to be evidence. We don't have any anonymous copies of the Gospel of Matthew, et cetera, et cetera. So we can conclude. We see Matthew in other Gospels. We can conclude that Matthew did in fact write this Gospel.
Okay, so what's your evidence that Ignatius is someone that is believable then?
Yeah, because we have no evidence of him telling any sort of lies or any sort of untruthfulness. So based on the evidence that we have, it seems to be that he's telling the truth.
Okay. Are you aware that several of his letters were later found to be forgeries?
Yeah, there were forgeries, meaning if you're talking about the longer recension was said to mean that those weren't even written by Ignatius.
Right.
Which is why they're forgers. So I'm not taking anything from the longer recension. I'm taking the short and middle recension.
Okay. Can we maybe get back to the crux of the question? What is your evidence for the existence of Jesus Christ?
Yeah, I literally just gave it the Gospel of Matthew.
How is that evidence for the existence of Jesus?
Yes, historical documentation of someone who I believe walked with Jesus based on phenomenal conservatism.
Does the Gospel of Matthew provide divinity for Jesus or make divine claims about it?
Yes, it literally says they worshipped him in Matthew.
Okay, what are some examples of his divinity in Matthew?
That the people worshipped him and he accepted the worship. He did not rebuke them.
Okay. So in Matthew, it provides the account of the crucifixion, right?
Yes.
Okay. Does Matthew state that Christ rose from the dead?
That Christ rose from the dead?
Yes, that he rose and appeared to them.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any other example in history of someone rising from the dead and appearing to people?
No, we don't need that.
Okay, so on an epistemological framework, do you believe that human beings can rise from the dead?
Yeah, I don't see the logical contradiction in it.
So you don't believe it's a logical contradiction that human beings can rise from the dead?
Nope.
Okay, do you believe it's a logical contradiction that when Jesus rises in John, the dead all rise as well?
Do I believe it's a logical First of all, it's the saints. It's not literally everyone. But yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
So all the saints rise from the dead?
Yeah, what's the issue?
Okay, do you believe it's a logical contradiction that human beings can walk on water?
Nope, it's not a logical contradiction, no.
It's not a logical contradiction. Okay.
Nope.
Right.
So you actually have an argument, or like?
Let's assume that let's take all the divinity away from Christ. Let's just talk about the person, Jesus Christ. What evidence do you have besides Matthew of his existence? Extra biblical accounts of his existence.
Why do we need extra biblical?
Do you have a single sculpture or a single painting of Christ in the first century?
Wait, why do we need that?
We have sculptures of Plato during his lifetime.
Do we have any sculptures of Alexander the Great during his lifetime?
Not to my knowledge.
Okay, so then does that mean that Alexander the Great didn't exist?
I believe we have murals of Alexander the Great.
Not during his lifetime.
I'm not aware of that. Okay, so what? Alexander the Great didn't exist. There you go.
So you don't believe Alexander the Great existed?
Sure, let's assume he didn't exist.
So you think there needs to be murals or someone written during their lifetime for them to exist? That is insane epistemology.
You know with Alexander the Great.
Great. Now you're going against literally every single historian that exists. So great job.
You know with Alexander the Great, we have coinage. We have minted coins with his face on them.
Yeah, but wait, you just said now, okay, great, Alexander the Great doesn't exist. Now you asked me earlier, what is the consensus? What is the consensus among historians? Is it that Alexander the Great existed or didn't exist?
The consensus is that he existed.
Oh, so you're going against consensus now, even though you just tried to say I was going against consensus.
Well, I believe Alexander existed.
You just said he didn't.
No, but I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Bro, what? Devil's advocate for what? I believe he existed too. What are you talking about?
If we get back to the crux of the debate, you have not provided a single proof for Jesus.
Yeah, I provided the gospel accounts. You have to show me why the gospel accounts are unreliable as a historical evidence. Wait, why are the gospel accounts unreliable historical evidence?
Because they claim that a man walked on water.
Okay, then can you prove to me why that's impossible for that to occur, logically?
Okay, could you kindly walk out of your house right now and go walk?
No, wait, if I can't do something, it doesn't mean it's impossible. So what's the logical impossibility?
Can human beings walk on water?
I don't think it's a logical impossibility. I think it's possible.
Okay, in what reality is it possible for a human being to walk on water?
When God allows them to.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Can you give me a logical impossibility?
Yeah. A logical impossibility is a human being walking on water if they're not buoyant enough to.
Okay. What's the logical impossibility? Give me what law of logic does it go against?
Physics.
That's not a law of logic. What law of logic does it go against?
What do you mean? Physics is not logic?
Physics are not the laws of logic. No. You don't know what the laws of logic are?
There are different kinds of logic and different laws.
What are the three classical laws of logic?
You have the preface or the initial claim.
What? What are you talking about?
Provide me the laws of logic.
The laws of logic are the law of identity, law of non-contradiction, law of excluded middle. You have no clue what you're talking about, bro. Go study. This is the dude that said he was gonna cook me, bro. Yo, go study something and come back. That's embarrassing, bro. Good Lord, y'all so embarrassing. Yes, a man can walk on water. Amen. Amen. But you gonna say it's a logical contradiction. You don't even know what the frig logic is. You don't even know what the frig logic is. I'm finna hop off and go get some food now. I appreciate y'all hopping on, man. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all next time. YouTube, I'll see y'all next time, man. Appreciate y'all hopping on. Appreciate all the gifts, guys.